YouTube. YouTube. What is going on, you guys? What's going on? Some of you guys might be wondering, who is this dude on the screen right now? I get it. Sometimes, you just got to reset. You just got to reset a little bit, go back in time a little bit. Yes, for those of you guys that did not tune in on Monday's birthday stream, we got a little crazy with the razor. We shaved it up. I went and got a haircut yesterday as well. Kind of is weird if this is short and this is getting a little long. So tightened it all up. I'm only 22. It's what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. It's the Wednesday 4:30 live stream arm wrestling talk thing. I should come up with a name for this at some point in my life. But, we're here. We got the guys. We got the boys tuning in. We got all the Discord boys tuning in. Texas Prana in the house. We got Hook Roller in the house. We got Carlo in here. Yvonne, Clerks93, what's up? Daniel Uric, what's going on? Colin Stewart, what's up, bud? Thanks for tuning in. X Monster, 10 years younger, 44% stronger. Hey, I like the sound of that. I'm just gonna be this giant kid. DJ Jimu Tino, yo, what up, man? Did you, Ricky, go out in town yet? It says cool. Yeah, we did that last Wednesday. No One Special 321 says, sup, D-Rec, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with us. Desperation Pinocchio, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Ramon Lizardo from Dominican Republic. What's up, man? Thanks for hanging out with us, talking a little bit about arm wrestling and stuff. Be remember going in his bad company, come to Canada and find out. Wait, is that one Evan? I can't ever remember which one is Evan and which one's not Evan. Al Smith says, what helps arm wrestlers gain stamina and / endurance on the table other than experience? Any tips for Larry if he were listening? As far as I understand, especially at a high level arm wrestling, there's nothing that's prepared me in terms of stamina or endurance more than just table time. So I don't want to say experience, but actual table time leading up to a match, like spending hours on the table. A few things happen there. One, your body will become conditioned physically. Your muscles will be able to become conditioned physically to handle the stress for a extended period of time. Your joints will be able to handle the pressure for an extended period of time before the ligaments and tendons start giving out. But probably more important than both of those is that the more you arm wrestle, the more you'll understand how to fluctuate between muscles and how to tighten up. So kind of like a new lift, right? If I have you start doing curls or some kind of crazy lift, at first you're going to kind of suck at it. And then over months or years, as you do the same lift, you'll learn to incorporate other muscles and to tighten everything up. And I call it muscle coordination or muscle synergy. You'll start using things together. So people, it's funny, for a long time, people would say, wow, Derek, you have really great stamina and endurance on the table. And I was like, not really. If we went and ran, you would probably run further than me and all this stuff. When we're arm wrestling, when I feel one muscle getting tired, I'll switch muscles, or I'll make sure I'm always using a lot of muscles while you're using few muscles. So it just feels like I have better endurance, but really I'm just using a bunch of muscles and you're kind of on one or two of them. So it comes across as endurance. But the way you get that, the way you get sharper at doing that is via table time and practice and stuff like that. So table time in a lot of ways equals endurance on the table in an actual competition. Levon Gaspari says, strong. Thanks, bud. You taller than Kurdechian? I don't know. I think so. We'd have to. I've never met him. Rosie Royale says, no, where's the beard? I lost it. No, I'll grow it back. I just wanted to reset, and then it's going to come back. By the time my match with Tim Breslin, I'll have something going on, I'm sure. White Wolf, thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Okay, this is Evan. All right, for sure. What's up, bud? Thanks for tuning in. Seba. Kane, what are your thoughts on Larry and Chance? I'm guessing you probably just made a video on it already, so my bad. Just curious. I've not made a video on it. I think we touched on it a little bit on Monday, but it was a practice. I wouldn't read into that too much. Also, it wasn't like ready goes with Chance hitting. Now that being said, the fact that Chance could not pull Larry out of a hook, regardless of how it got into a hook, if Chance let him get into a hook or whatever, the fact that Chance could not pull him out of a hook does mean something. I mean, Larry's strong, man. He's definitely very strong, especially once he gets in there and gets him to move and starts grinding. He's a strong dude. So, I mean, that speaks volumes right there that in any scenario, Chance couldn't pull Larry out of his hook. That means something right there. Now, if it was fresh or this and that, would it be different? Who knows? If, Chance didn't fly across the world, would it be different? Who knows? But all we have to work with is what we saw. And, and Larry was too much when he got in there with Chance, and Chance wasn't able to pull him out. So, props to Larry Wheels, looking very strong. Very strong. I don't know if you guys saw, Mike or Daniel, can you guys post the link to the video on Brandon Allen's YouTube page about called Who's Mega Mike, or Get to Know Mega Mike? It's his new video. He just dropped it like a couple hours ago. He went over his trip with my teammate Mega Mike out to Utah when Mike had his match with Jordan Sill, and they kind of vlog styled it a little bit. So you guys get a chance to watch that. Link somewhere in here in a second. You guys check that out. Get to see my boy Mega Mike and get to know him a little bit more. Let's see. What do you think about Hermes? Is he overrated? Says Ramon. Overrated. Okay. So I don't. It's a fine line. Now, people that view Hermes as top 3 or 4, and a lot of people do, then in that conversation, I would say, yeah, but I don't say not extremely overrated. You know what I mean? Like, so I think he's like what I say a couple streams ago. I think Hermes is like 7th, 8th in my opinion. So not top 4, but like 7th, 8th. So slightly overrated, but not a lot overrated. He's amazing, really, really good. But people have him had him at least before the Kurdecha match. Super high ranked, like potentially top 3, top 4. Not that level in my opinion yet. But who knows? Amazing arm wrestler, stronger than me. Let's see. What do you think about Hermes? What do you think about the video Michael Todd posted with him pulling Devin in the Olympia and practice with John? I didn't see the video he posted him pulling with Devin at the Olympia. I wonder why didn't they release that immediately? I don't know. I haven't seen that one yet. I think I saw the video, but I haven't watched it. I mean, I saw the thumbnail for it. I haven't watched it yet. Larry's going to beat Brandon Easy, says Clerks 93. It's possible. Stig TP says, hello. What's going on, man? Let's see. Lanster says, what's up, Derek? What's going on, bud? Thanks for tuning in. Rowdy says, I really like Matt's debating about the Kings move. Matt who? Is Kurdecha actually bigger than you, or are you both 6'9"? Oh, if he's 6'9", he's taller than me. It just in the pictures and videos. If he's 6'9", he's an inch taller than me. But I didn't think he was 6'9". Okay, then yeah, if he's a true 6'9", then Alex is taller than I am. Avatar Magnus says, we agree, Derek. 9th to 10th for herpes-based pedigree. No one special says, how much higher do you rank Kurdecha now after his match with Hermes? Do your opinion change much or at all? And that's the title of the video, right? How strong is Alex? Man, I don't know, right? And I'm trying to figure that out. I've been thinking about it the last couple of days, like what level Alex is at, right? So he had the last couple of things we saw before his most recent 3 super matches was he pulled with, I think the last one was it what's his name? Oh my gosh. Bulgarian Krasimir. Was Krasimir the most recent one, or was it Rustam before he pulled Ryan Espy? So there was that gap, that COVID gap, you know. So he went back and forth. Either way, he went back and forth with Krasimir and with Rustam, right? I can't remember exactly who won it all, but I remember they were wars. He had long grinder matches with them. So before pre-COVID, he was around that level. Now, after that, he went Ryan Espy, but those guys are both dedicated hook pullers. So in a hook, I think he took both their hands, but he was having trouble finishing them. Then after COVID, he pulls Ryan Espy, who mostly challenges the hand. He dominated the hand and rolled Ryan. Then he pulled Tobias, who challenged his hand as well, right? And then Alex rolled the hand and utilized height. And then he pulled Hermes, who definitely tried to challenge his hand, and Ryan rolled out the hand. So either Alex has been getting good matchups for his style, and then I'm not trying to say he hasn't gotten stronger. I'm sure he has. But either he's getting really good matchups for his style, or in general, he did just get a lot stronger, and his finishing ability in general has gone way up. I'm not sure which. I a little bit of both. So I'm still interested to see Alex pull more, but I definitely have him in. What did I put him at the other day? I think I have him at 6th. I think I have him at like 6th. He would because here's the thing: is that if he had trouble finishing Rustam and Krasimir, and they have insane inside pressure, right? Hard to go through their elbow flexors, right? They were able to hold him off. Then how is he going to? How would he do with Michael Todd, right? If you don't have insane finishing power, how do you do with Michael Todd? Okay, so I favor Mike still over Alex, and Devin has a King's move too. So I'll favor King's moves over Alex till I see someone with heavy elbow flexors fighting him and him pulling through that a little bit. So we still have to put Levon and Vitali above him. So that's 4 people. Then I see Dave. I don't know if I can see Alex pulling through Dave. If there's a chance there, I'd like to see that match. I'd like to see that match because if Alex can control Dave's hand enough, I think Dave's arm will follow suit. Yeah, so I maybe somewhere around Dave. So that's like 5th. And then I had Gennady like right there. So I think he's around 5th, 6th right there, in my opinion. That's where I have Alex right now. Just thinking about the way he's pulling his matches and who he's facing and how he's finishing them. That's my opinion right now. Tell me what you guys think. Has Alex tried Vitali? Oh, wait, let me scroll up a little bit. Gotta go to work, brother. All right, see you later, Mike. SB, has Alex tried Vitali? Couldn't find videos. I haven't seen them pull. Are there any downsides of being as big as yourself in arm wrestling? It seems it's only advantageous. But I'm curious to your thoughts. Yeah, we can't ever get tight. Tall people, unless it's hard for us to get our hands close to us, right? Unless we can like hammer curl your entire body, but because we can't start with our arms straight up. So we have an advantage if we can get it, if you allow us to get our arms straight up or something like that. But when we start the match, we start slanted or we start dumped or something like that. But we don't ever just get to start with our forearm vertical, and a lot of short guys do. So in dragging styles, we're not prevalent or proficient because my elbow is already at the back of the pad and my hand is still over the center of the table or over your pad, right? So in styles that require us to get really tight, it's a little more difficult. But there's some instances where it's an advantage. Kind of goes back and forth. I mean, smaller, shorter forearm people can get way tighter than I can get. So, yeah, it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. Chance for Salon, what did you see in that short meeting? Well, there's nothing you could tell that short meeting. I mean, Chance had nothing for him. There's really nothing to say about that. What is your strongest way to pull? Would you try and match top roll with Alex Kurdecha? When I was prepping for that short time, when I was prepping for the Arm Wars match with Alex, I was preparing to meet him tall. I was going to go to the front pad and go up with him and make him beat me in an uncomfortable place with a length of my arm that he doesn't normally come across. So I wanted to make him feel really awkward. That was the plan I was going to do. So it would have been shoot forward and up and really challenge him up top and see if he can still go over the top of my hand and my arm. And then hopefully if I do win that fight, if I did win that fight, have it land into a hook. Because I thought maybe that'd be my best shot. So it was going to be something about challenging tall and landing in a hook. Was going to be the angles I was going to work. I don't think I was going to try to necessarily top roll him though. Derek, you're kind of addicted to the rapid answering questions situation on the live streams. Are you kind of addicted? I don't know. I feel like it suits me a little bit. I think I'm good at it. I think a lot of guys try it and they're not good at it. I don't know, I've just been doing it since I started doing the live streams. So that's how I've always done it. So I don't know. I mean, I could put on the 60-second slow thing, or I could just do where I only answer super chats, but that's kind of lame. I don't think you guys want that, either one of those answers. So as long as I can keep up with it, I shall. Well, he's going to either face Vitali or Levon next, so we'll find out. Ooh, yeah, we will see. Didn't Alex play football pre-COVID, and now he's full arm wrestling. I heard he was in the NFL. I don't know any details about that, though. Deffer John says, hey, Derek, happy birthday the other day. Hope you had an awesome day, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Can't believe I'm 22 already, man. 22. You don't think Kurdecha leveled up since Krasi? Yeah, maybe. But I just keep thinking about no, I'm sure he did. He's lifting. I'm sure he's stronger, 100%. But I'm saying the matchups he's had since then were completely different styles than Krasi and Rustam. Completely different styles, right? He's been arm wrestling big guys who go up top. Just totally different styles. So maybe he's just coming across people that are really good for his stylistic matchup, maybe, or he's just way stronger. I don't know. It could be either one. I'm not trying to knock Alex. I think he's facing now are way different than those guys. Alex had more arm power than Hermes. His back pressure was insane. Yeah, but it all came through a failing hand. So it's hard to tell. It all came through a failing hand for the most part in their fresh matches. Schoolboy or Chance, who wins? Schoolboy, dude. The thing is, we honestly don't know enough about Schoolboy. Chance has faced the top guys in North America, and we can see how that goes in practice and stuff like that. Schoolboy, in terms of someone we can base his strength off of, like who he's beat, it's hard to tell. I mean, there's Larry. Recent matches of Schoolboys. There's Larry. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot to kind of, oh, this guy did this with this guy, and Chance did this with that guy, and there's not a lot of that going on. So it's kind of guesswork. Schoolboy looks amazing, and he's young. He's young. I think he's younger than Chance. They're actually both pretty young. But yeah, I'd like to see it. I'm not really sure. Grant Panage says, "Happy birthday, belated birthday." Thanks, bud. Hi, Jim says, "How often do you work speed off the go? Seems like Michael would always get you off center so quickly." If you're talking about this last, one, I don't work speed very often, very rarely. But with Mike, if you're talking about this last practice, I was just holding on too much. I normally don't do that with him. I don't know why I was doing that, but it seemed like he was hitting me on the ready go because Mike is faster than me. I'm not ever denying that, but I usually hit for control. But with him, for some reason, at this last practice, I kept trying to hold on to him. And then because I was going to try to hold on to him and then control instead of just going. And so it looked like, oh, God damn it. And I was like, why am I holding on? They were all yelling, why are you holding on? I was like, I don't know. I got to stop holding on to his hand. But then after we went to the straps and stuff, it didn't look that bad, right? Because I was still hitting for position. You have to take Mike's hand. Lancer says, how's your left elbow? You letting it rehab or just working out and letting it heal itself? It's healing up on its own. I'm just kind of not paying too much attention to it. It's coming along. It's chugging along. Let's see. Queefer Sutherland says, why do you rank Devin so high? He beat Michael Todd last. That doesn't say much. I don't think he's messing with big Europeans. I think the Devin we saw against Mike, I think he does. I think he, besides Vitali, I think that's the best chance anybody has of beating Levon. That big of Devin, I mean, who else? Because when he was that big, he had Devin normally isn't a super strength, like power style based arm wrestler where he's bulldozing people. Lately, as in the last few years, Devin more finds a chink in your armor, finds a weakness, and is able to exploit it through small adjustments and gains and King's moves and things like that. That Devin we saw against Mike was bulldozing, was hitting on the big muscle groups, was staying tight, was controlling the table, was being aggressive. That Devin was, I don't want to say like a final form, but a version of the Devin we've been seeing last few years and kind of a version of the old Devin. So if he brings that and he gets that big or bigger, then I definitely think he can hang with those guys. The only people that would be like, you'd have to gamble that I wouldn't bet that Devin would be maybe Vitali and Levon. Like I wouldn't put money on that he would beat them, but he definitely has a good shot, the best shot I think of anybody besides them. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't know, everybody has their own opinions. Norberg says, where do you put Dimitri Truman in the world rankings? It sucks because Dimitri's had a rough last few outings, right? Always getting hurt and stuff like that. Just tore his pec again. Pec, right? Yeah, he tore his pec. It's hard to, it's been so long since we've seen him out there competing at a high level and being successful. He keeps getting matched up with Vitali and Levon and all these. So he's having a rough go. It's really hard to tell. I'd like to see him with some more matches with people like Alex or just some, I don't know, Hermes, things like that. I would like to see those matches to kind of see where Truman's standing right now. He's kind of an outlier. I'm not really sure where he's at. Female Arm Wrestling TV says Schoolboy wins it all. I bet all I got on it. Damn. Arm Wrestling Strong Man, what's up, man? Huz, yo, Derek, looking great with a shaved face, Mr. 22 years old. Thanks, man. White Wolf, Derek, are you going to have guests on your Wednesday shows? Beerman Burgoyne and his bad companies in the chat. Just say, man, I have Evan in here. This thing takes a whole separate turn. Everybody's like, what is this guy? I don't know if my channel could handle Evan Burgoyne in here screaming and talking mess, being all drunk. Yeah. I'm at some point I'm going to start having a guest. I need to. I have it set up where I can host Zoom calls on here. I haven't done it yet. I ran a couple experiments and test runs with it with some people helping me figure out a way to do it. I just haven't done it yet. I need to buckle down and have some Zoom calls on here for you guys so we can hang out with me, you, and somebody else as well. Let's see. The Carmine says, "Oh, Avatar. That's how old I am." No, I'm 36. Kurdecha's wrist and arm look kind of puffy and soft, obviously big, but was surprised by the 6-0. Once someone's hand goes, man, it goes, especially if they depend on it like that much. Don't think Evan can move Levon even with two hands. Ooh. Rob K says, BLM smash Schoolboy. What was that? Wasn't that an old clip? I need a little context on that clip. I saw that little clip, but when was that recently? Like, what was Schoolboy doing in Canada? Or is that an old clip? I think it's an old clip. Yvonne says, yee. But Devin needs to face Dave. That's his best matchup, I think. Well, I mean, he already beat Dave last time they pulled, so. Thanks for your honesty. Good point, says Queefer. Beer Man, no show today. Oh, there's no. Well, that was yesterday, right? Tim Chase says, don't add Evan, add the Razor. Oh, damn. Louis Horvath says, wish I could make Cali and smash Kyle. Washington is more important. Hey, go out there and do your thing, man. Derek, please do a video call with John. Listen, you know, we try to set up the. This is my impression. This is my impression of me setting up a Zoom call with John. Like, hey, John, are you seeing me yet? You got this figured out? I don't think this thing on? I don't. Oh, is that good? Can you guys see me? Is this all right? No? Oh. that's my current Jumpers Inc. impression. John, I love you. Okay, so let's see, where were we at? Let's see. You could Discord for now. Oh, that's true. John said he wants to practice pull with Larry and others while in Dubai. Oh, hell yeah. I'd like to see it. I don't think people understand how strong John Brzezinski is. It's crazy. Devin already beat Dave. Any updates on Nelson versus Burgoyne? I'm waiting on the final green light from Evan and from Tom. They've both mentioned that they're down, but they haven't officially had any conversation that I know of and solidified it. Once I get a full green light, this channel is going to be all about Evan Burgoyne and Tom Nelson and doing some fundraising to make that match happen for sure. Devin barely beat Dave with stricter reffing. He would lose, says Al Smith. Oh, maybe. It was very close for sure. Devin admitted to me right after that match that Dave was too strong and he didn't have anything else for him. Because I remember I was at that match when he pulled Dave. It was in LA, so I was there. And Devin walks out, and I'm like, really? I was like, you had the Kings move? I was giving him shit out in the parking lot, and he goes, Derek, dude, that's all I could do. I had nothing else for him. Like, that was it. Like, I tried. That's all I could do. Like, he admitted, like, that Dave was a tank, and he got that victory, though. Devin got that victory. But he kind of admitted to me, like, that's all he had for Dave. Queefer Sutherland says Tim 3 years ago. Okay. Wait, where was it? Oh, snap. I lost you. Oh, okay. A much weaker Devin then now beats Dave, says Tim. Morning. What's going on, Eastside Arm Wrestling? Thanks for coming through. Acting like a blind man. Yes. I was this morning. Spot on. Dabo impression, please. John Dabo impression. John Dabo has a super match with one of my teammates this weekend on Sunday with my teammate, Kane Fontecchio. So if you guys get a chance, tune in. It'll be at Kyle DePue's gym, Grinder Gym in San Diego. Also, my other teammate, Heraclio, or Hercules, has a left-handed super match as well with Russell Stark. Excited to go down there, cheer on for my boys. I won't be arm wrestling. I'll just be hanging out. I'm not going to stop lifting. So I'm going to lift this whole week and show up as strong as I can for, got to keep it ready for Tim. I've been sick, and so I took too much time off the gym the last week and a half. So I can't keep doing that. But I'm feeling a lot better. I went to the gym last night, did some elbow flexors. Things are moving pretty well. Numbers aren't too far off. I think I'm going to spend about a week and a half doing higher rep stuff, like almost like bodybuilder numbers, and do like sets like 20 and stuff. Nice little change for my system just to start throwing up some higher reps, get some blood flow, get some pump, maybe increase muscle tissue, and then go back to lifting heavy a little bit. Switch it up a little bit, So I'm always doing like sets of 6. It's always like 2 sets of 6 with like 5 different exercises per muscle. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And I'm trying to get jacked, you know what I mean? I just want to get jacked. Let's see. Derek dogging on John. Derek, go with the Fu Manchu look, dude. Bad intentions. Oh, first super chat of the day. $5 super chat from White Wolf says, is this the first super chat? Yeah, it is, man. No one feels like super chatting me anymore, bro. I'm just a lost cause now. White Wolf. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate it. First super chat of the day on this beautiful Wednesday. Is Uncle John going live today? I haven't heard yes or no from him. I don't believe he's. Yeah, someone check that out, please. Let me know if John has, because he'll usually set the timer thing because he's good at YouTube. He'll set the timer thing and usually let you guys know he's going live. So someone let me know. It's Eric thought John joined. It's a win-win. Do you think Cody Merritt can beat Levon left-handed? Ooh. No. I don't think so. Like, Cody is insane, and he's beyond my capabilities. I couldn't feel Cody, but I don't know. I just Levon is too thick and too sturdy. I can't see Cody doing anything with him. Yeah, it's crazy because like I can't really feel Cody, but I imagine that like Levon is like a level above that. I would feel, but maybe Cody would. I think, you know what? Levon would not stonewall Cody. I can't see that happening. I could see Cody taking Levon like here, like having a little bit, but I don't think it would go past there. I don't think it would. I'd love to see it, and I would be cheering for Cody, even though Levon's my boy too. I need to talk to him. I haven't talked to Levon. I think we've messaged each other twice since I was in Dubai. I need to reach out to my boy. Keep that relationship up. Let's see. I'll pull Tom says. See, Evan says he'll pull Tom. Wait, with stipulations, Evan, or you'll just pull Tom? What's a good match for Matt Mass, says Pat. Ooh. See, Matt got a lot of flack for pulling Wayne Withers and Paul Passmore. They ended up beating him at a Mississippi tournament. He got a lot of flack for that, for taking matches that are like for like up and comers and stuff, which I think is stupid. I mean, I get not risking your spot with WAL and stuff, but because like immediately when you ask me who's a good match for Matt Mask, I want to say some crazy name. I want to say some names like I love seeing pull like Pavlo or Jerome Loud's looking really strong or things like that. But I don't know. People were telling him not to take those type of matches. I'd love to see Matt pull those guys because they look so strong. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Those up and coming guys, because Matt can get light. He can get down to like 225 and stuff like that. So I'd like to see him pull some of those guys where they can be the same weight for sure. Wonder if John can beat Larry Left would be impressive. I believe he will. Just walk it off. Comes too early. Beer man Burgoyne. Tim, just my opinion, but Dave takes Devin now. Yeah, happens. Do you do awesome Devin also, not looking at the camera and looking up to the side, the Devin impression? Yeah, I know, right? Matt's supposed to pull Morozov. Oh, yeah. Wasn't Morozov supposed to go out there? I forgot about that. Dude. Man. If Matt beats Morozov, Morozov's on fire. Last time I saw Morozov pull is when he pulled Arif. Arif is like the super heavyweight champion from Turkey. And Morozov pulled him, and Morozov, it got crazy. For those of you guys that haven't seen that match, it was like Morozov, can't think what country he's from. Is he Ukrainian? I can't think what country Morozov's from, but he went to Turkey and had a super match with Arif. And Morozov beats Arif and is like shaking Arif's arm around and screaming in his face, like there's celebrating, there's being crazy, and then there's like what he was doing, and it got hella weird in that room. Like Ingen Terzi and all the Turkish dudes that were in that room were like, calm down, sit down, Morozov. And he was just like, oh, like it took him a minute to be like, oh, where am I? Oh my God, I'm in Turkey. Like, okay, let me relax a little bit. And he started apologizing to everyone and stuff like, cause he was like screaming at everyone. Like it was crazy. He went a little bit extra. He did a little bit extra. And he had to get checked a little bit. Like, calm down. You're not in your lane right now, sir. We're not in your hometown. Calm down. Dial it down a notch. He was a beast, though. He's an absolute. I need that Zoom meeting with Smith, Nelson, and Burgoyne. Based on one loss Dave has had since. Oh, everybody's still talking about Dave versus Devin. BLM smashed Pork Chop. I did see that match. Brandon Lemon, Mulvihill beat Pork Chop recently at a tournament they had. I don't know the context of it, like how tired they each were, how hard their matches were, but I saw the match where BLM beats Pork Chop for sure. Thumbs up, guys, says Barad. Where are we at? 40 likes, 74 people? It's kind of rookie numbers. Those are kind of rookie numbers. I mean, I don't know if you guys are like my veteran, like hanger-outers with me, my veteran squad, but, 45 likes and 75 people. Those are rookie numbers, guys. Can we get a like spike? All you got to do is you close out the live chat, you hit the little thumbs up, you bring back up the live chat, the numbers go up, everybody's happy, things are moving forward, the algorithm grabs it, I become insanely rich. Then you see me on, airplanes, jumping out of airplanes and shit. Let's see. Thanks. Definitely pulling for Dabo, says Queefer Sutherland. Pulling for Dabo? What? Man, he's going to my teammate. I'm cheering for my teammate 100%. Derek, something's wrong with your mic. I'm getting disturbance static for something every 5 seconds. I don't know what it is. Is anybody else getting disturbance or static every 5 seconds? Please let me know if that's the case. B Reezy, I'm in. What up, chat? What up, B? Thanks for tuning in. Do you think John can beat Larry Left or not close? Yes, I think John beats Larry Left. And not super close. Yeah, John's bicep felt crazy left-handed. He was beating Mike and me. At first, I could roll John out lefty, and then once he kind of started carved a little bit, we went anywhere near a hook, I was like, ooh, I couldn't budge him lefty. He felt solid. So yeah, I think he beats Larry Lefty pretty convincingly. I would think. Happy late birthday from Thomas. Thanks, bud. Levon is lefty, says Clerks. Yeah. Vitali could maybe topple Levon left-handed for one round, maybe. Maybe. Hello, Derek. You look like a puppy without a beard, says Angry Tits. I know, right? It's cool, man. Sometimes you just got to reset a little bit, and then we'll reattempt. Dude, it's so nice being able to eat and just not have hair in my mouth and things like just so nice, just kind of being back to neutral again. Yeah, that's a folly of offering memberships. It's like a 3-edged sword. Derek will smoke my right now in a legit match. So will his baby Corey. Damn. Derek, have you been sus lately? Says Rowdy. What's been sus lately? Okay, let's see. Mask versus Schoolboy. Oh, I don't know. I mean, you want to say Matt Mask, right? He's more established. He's been around. So I'll go with Matt. Riley says, before Levon's wrist and shoulder injury, he was stronger left-handed, so I don't see Cody beating him. Maybe slowing him down, but nothing more. From Riley Newfield, the man who knows things. That's Riley Newfield. Yo, who else is pooping right now, says Tim Doonan. Anybody? Anybody pooping right now? Raise your hand. Okay, let's start a pull-up. Let's get a pull-up in here. Who wins? Tom Nelson. Evan. Drunky Pants. That's a left-handed match, by the way. That poll is left-handed. Who wins, Tom Nelson or Evan Drunky Pants? You guys let me know. Throw your vote up there. I want to see what you guys think. Let's see. Where's the Devin rank left, and what's a good match for him on that hand? Everybody wants to see Devin versus Cody. I think Cody wins that. But who knows? Because internationally, Devin's ranked higher than Cody, but Cody's ranked number 1 in North America. Devin's ranked like 3rd or 4th. I really want to see that. I really want to see that for sure. Yeah, and plus, if Cody beats him, it really help out Cody's. He's trying to get his name out there a little bit more. He wants to be recognized for his efforts and his strength, and so he can get higher profile matches, sponsorships, opportunities. So I really like to see him pull Devin and hopefully beat him left-handed. Let's see. Has anyone seen Tim Breslin in the last 2 years? What shape is he in? Well, he has a match with Prudnik coming up next month. He's pulling Prudnik next month, so he better be in good shape. Morozov is from Kazakhstan, I believe. Oh, you're right. He is from Kazakhstan. I was wrong. Morozov is from Kazakhstan. Now I remember. Tim Breslin is a beast. I agree, Tim. Chase. I have my January 26th. So he should be top form. He should pull Prudnik and then be top form for me at the end of January. Let's see. Where do you see Marcio Barboza in the North American rankings? He's ranked in heavyweights, not super heavyweights. I don't know what is he ranked right now. Is he ranked at one? He's always top 2 or 3 in North America in heavyweights. But he's not a ranked super heavyweight. Let's see. Marcio Shipple Dave left. Schoolboy is underrated. Hit that like button, lads, from White Wolf. John's on at 6. Oh, John's coming on at 6. Okay, cool. Like I'm off by then anyway. I got to work tonight. Busiest night of the year down at the so those of you guys who follow me know that I work at a strip club. Normally I do security at a strip club or a gentleman's club. I used to work at a bar. I worked at a nightclub / bar for like 13 years. So that bar hit me up and they asked me to go work tonight because it's the busiest night of the year. So I'm gonna go work at the bar tonight. It's been a while. It's been over a year since I worked there. So I'm excited. Go hang out with some punk kids, check some IDs, hopefully make a little bit of money. Mike's perfect for me. No sound here. Are you a Rammstein fan? I mean, slightly. I don't follow them, but I enjoy the songs I've heard. Do you think John is playing mind games with you all? Maybe. That is definitely crossed my mind. Maybe he is. Maybe he is playing mind games. I don't know. Keegan O'Brien says, yep. Levon got injured. That's Carlos says, I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, what's that poll looking like? Tom Nelson beating Evan Burgoyne 57%. Think Tom Nelson beats Evan lefty. Evan at 43%. Wow. Take that, Evan. No faith. I just got done with the toilet weight loss program. This says the Drew 24. Even when Evan beat Tom before the match even starts. Oh, Evan will beat Tom before the match even starts. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I'd like to see. I just know there's going to be a lot of shit talking, a lot of alcohol involved, a lot of marijuana involved, and maybe some fighting before or after or both. It'd be such a nightmare / entertaining video to watch. I would like to see you pull Hedda Morris, 2 worlds apart, 2 giants. He's Big Marty he's not very tall though, right? I mean, he's a big boy, but he's not giant. Like if he walked into the room, I don't think you'd be like, that's a giant dude. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. He's big, but he's not giant. I think he's like, was he like 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", something like that? That's a big boy. It's a big one, not giant though. Giant is like, I think you have to be like at least over like 6'5", 6'6" to be giant. But I would love to pull him. He's super strong for sure. Lloyd Christmas, what's going on? What's going on, Xavier? Thanks for tuning in. How many years does Larry Wheels need to reach John Brzezink's level? You got to have a lot of hand and wrist, my guy, to be John. Woo, you got to have a lot of hand and wrist. Larry seems like he's putting work in hand and wrist, but really focusing on elbow flexors a lot, biceps and brachialis and shit. Man, years to be years. Because it just takes forever to grow that kind of hand and wrist strength, pronation and the cupping and everything at that level. So if you focus solely on arm wrestling to get John's hand, to get to that kind of hand and wrist strength, and to have that kind of intuition on the table, 5 years. 5 years of hardcore focus and pushing, just solely for arm wrestling. That does not to say Larry can't be amazing and beat top guys and stuff way sooner than that. But I'm saying to be John, to have what John has and have those tools in your tool belt, Yeah. Oh, second super chat of the day from Lloyd Christmas, $10 super chat. Better grow out that beard again. We can't snuggle like this. What are you talking about, man? I'm way more snuggleable now. You know, just a big, soft-skinned 22-year-old. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, here we are. Rank the top 10 Tims in arm wrestling. There's Tim Bresnan, there's Tim Lewis, and there's Tim Doonan. There we go. It's the only Tims I know, I think. It's only Tims off the top of my head. There's only 3 in the whole world. Explain what makes Devin good, strengths and weaknesses. Oh, that's a deep question. What makes Devin good? Let's see. Okay, so if we want to go to base of what makes Devin good, it's gonna be stuff up here. I mean, he was blessed with long arms, and would I say his endurance is genetic? Yeah. We'll say the genetics. He has good genetics, right? So good genetics, not the best, but good. But more so up here. So Devin's really smart, and he loves arm wrestling. Because from being really smart and from loving arm wrestling, all the other things happen. All the tricks he's gained, all the table knowledge, all the application of the strength he's had, all the strengths he's focused on and gained. So from being smart and loving arm wrestling, all those other things are possible. So that's the base of Devin, I think, right? Is being very intelligent and loving arm wrestling a ton. So through that, all the other things he does is possible. Now, a more in-depth answer would take me a while. So we'll start there. Say he's very smart. He loves arm wrestling and has good genetics. What does it seem everyone who faced Tom Nelson had issues with him? Seems like a hothead. I didn't have issues with Tom, and I faced Tom Nelson. White Wolf says, got to check out Cigars and Beers next door. Happy Thanksgiving, Derek and y'all. Of course, all yous Canucks. Happy Thursday. You had your Thanksgiving already. Peace out. I'll see you later, White Wolf. Thanks for hanging out. When you have to mention you work in security in a strip club. Well, I was saying I'm not working at my normal work, which is a strip club, gentleman club. I'm working in a different place today. He's a wide boy. Yeah, he is. What's up from Kentucky? What's going on, Darren? Zach Johnson, how much you weigh? 350. I was 350 at John's house. I'm about that right now. Can you dunk? I think I'll be able to dunk till I'm like 95 years old. Dave Anderson says, greetings, y'all. What's going on, Dave? Irish Samurai X. Yes. Bring out your inner Viking and grow a full beard. You regain 44% power. I just shaved it. Irish, I don't know if you're new to the channel, but literally Monday, I had the beard and I just shaved it all. That's why people keep commenting on how amazing I look, you know? It's going to be a trip going out and seeing everybody with this at work and stuff. They're going to be like, what? But yeah, it'll come back. 44% power for sure. Thomas Lodger says Kurdecha needs a match against someone in the top 5. The way he handled Hermes was insane. I agree. I would love to see him pull someone in the top 5. Stylistically. I'd love to see him and Dave. But I'd like to see how he would handle Mike Todd as well. I'd like to see what Alex could do with Michael Todd. A full function Michael Todd, assuming his right arm heals up. I'd like to see if Alex takes his hand, and then after he takes his hand, then what? Can he finish him? Can he adjust? Does he have the stamina? I'd like to see that and see how that works out. Yeah. The Drew 24 says, yeah, Kurdecha is rising like a freak. I agree. What pro arm wrestler would y'all like to pull most? I'd say John. Would y'all? So he's talking to you guys. Okay, so Tom pretty much won the poll, by the way, guys. We had 60 votes. Tom Nelson took the W. Evan, you got destroyed, bud. I don't know what to say. Sorry, bud. Tim Talmadge. Damn it. I didn't think about Tim Talmadge. Apparently you won. You beat Tim Talmadge. My bad. Has anybody sent you the Derek Adolph Smith pick yet? It was there for literally like 2 seconds. I didn't even because I shaved one side and it was short, and then right when I shaved the other side, I was like, oh hell no, and I shaved it off. It was there for literally like 2 seconds. It looks so gross. I had to shave it off. So man, no one sent me the picture of that yet. I need to go erase that video right now. Optimal Rice says, give us a crazy strip club's bedtime story, Derek. Is there anyone that's popping off the top of my head right now? A crazy one. Can't. Some of them I can't. Some of them legally I can't tell about. But I'll think about that. I'll think about that and get back to you guys on that. Because yeah, some crazy stuff happens. You think you can be SB righty? I love to play Ryan SB righty. I think I can win. Thomas Lodger says Kurdecha and Dave would be a great match, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd like to see that when he's fully healed. I figured you meant when he was healed, Clerks. Ever think of taking a trip to Dubai? X says X Monster. Are you trolling me right now, Monster? You trolling me? I've already been to Dubai, man. I was the original one out of the Americans, besides Devin and Mike. I was the original one. Of the non-elite guys going out there. That was me. All right. Are you glad you didn't arm wrestle Kurdecha now? Says Flow Tester. No, not at all. I wish I would have arm wrestled him still. That's a big regret. Oh, Rebecca Todd in the chat. Hello. Can we just ask who did Hermes beat that puts him in the top 5? He had issues with Matt Mask, who is not top 5. He had issues with Matt Mask. Oh, Hermes. I thought you were talking about Alex Kurdecha. He had one practice video with Vitali that looked good. So Rebecca, I feel like you're asking the chat, not me, because I already said I don't think he's top 5. So I think Rebecca Todd wants to know in here, you guys, like why y'all, like who is he beating? Like why y'all putting him in the top 5? Like what's the deal with that? I think it was a lot of hype. But the thing is, when I say that, I feel like it's taking away from Hermes. Hermes is amazing. He really is. But I just don't have him in the top 5. I think I have, what I say, like 8th or 9th. So yeah. Tat says, if Mike doesn't go get his pronator back, is he still elite? Okay, if Michael Todd can't pronate. But okay, here's the thing. There's been an argument that's been made a long time ago that elite arm wrestlers, like, okay, so you take your top 10 guys. Oh, they take steroids, or they have King's moves, or you have all these things that people attribute to why somebody is a top guy. But I would heavily stake that even if those things weren't allowed, or somehow it was all tested, all steroids were out, and the King's moves weren't allowed, it was outlawed, I still think you'd see a lot of the same guys up top. I still think that those guys are the ones that have the work ethic, that are insane, that will grind and put in more work and have been around the sport long enough that they would find a way to still be elite, right? So to think that if Michael never gets his pronator back, I think that he would still find a way to be successful in arm wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that no matter what, those top guys will find a way to be top, or at least relevant in the top conversation. So I mean, even if he never got his pronator back, I don't think Mike would fall away off. So I think he would just find a way to adapt. I would hope. Mike's not really a quitter type. I don't know if you guys got that vibe from Michael Todd yet, but he's not really a quitting type too much. Thomas Lodger says, I didn't put Hermes in the top 5 when he came back because he didn't really face anyone. Also, Hermes didn't struggle with Mask. At least it didn't look like, well, I mean, Matt beat him one of the rounds. So there's that, like, I get the rounds that Hermes is winning against Matt. It was, they were convincing, but the fact that Matt was able to also beat Hermes around means that it was like they're relevant, right? The conversation was not night and day in strength between them, right? It was close enough. So do you think Matt Mask could take a round off Levon? Do you think he's going to catch Vitali sleeping? Right? So the fact that he was able to take a round off Hermes meant that he's in the conversation, right? For sure, to me. Shaquille O'Neal versus Andre the Giant. I heard Shaq's a beast. Monsters, are you going again? I would love to. Dubai was awesome. I loved it out there. I just need to find. Adam and Larry are fantastic. I loved it out there. Sharif, everybody was great. But I can't. I need to be able to justify going out there rather than just hanging out. Like, what's up, dudes? Like, I mean, it's fun, but like, it should be like a tournament or a reason. Like the first one was like, I think I can really help Larry. I would like to get acquainted with him because we've had a few run-ins and things like that. And let's go see Dubai. There's always things checked off the list, Now he's kind of getting it. He's moving on. It would just be like a general practice, like fly to Dubai to practice with Larry or something like, I'd like there to be maybe if I get a king of the table match or something, but I mean, I'm definitely open to going back there. I love that place. It was great. And like I said, those are great people. Rebecca says, I'm referring to videos that have been put out recently. I think it needs to prove himself against you or Corey before he gets a top 5 match. Woo, Rebecca, thank you for the high praise. I would love to pull Kurdecha. I think he has recently proved that he might be a step. I still want to pull Kurdecha, and I still think I have something for him. I think he's recently proved, and I'm not mad at anybody that thinks that Kurdecha is well above myself. I'm not mad at anybody that thinks that for what he's recently done. Now, do I still think I have something for him? Yeah. Do I think I'm the favorite? No, but I still think there's a chance I could beat him. I would love to have that match, but to me, I'm not talking about Corey. To me, I don't think he needs to beat me to prove maybe not a top 5 match, but beating Ryan and beating Tobias. I know that Ryan's 10th right now in North America, right-handed. I think 10th or 11th. So he beat Ryan. He beat Tobias, who's an absolute monster. I know he's mostly lefty, but Tobias is no slouch right-handed. And then he beat Hermes. I don't think he has to beat me. For me, I can't speak. I'm not speaking about Corey. I'm thinking, but I don't see like I'm in that conversation right now. I feel like I'm someone trying to climb into that conversation. You know what I mean? I'd like seeing pull Corey. Flopping Corey's wrist is not easy to do. I think Corey will be able to sink a hook, and I don't think. And like I was saying earlier, Alex hasn't recently done amazing. I haven't seen him do amazing against hook pullers yet. He's beaten them, but not like just throwing them over the table. So I'd have to see if I'd like to see how that works with if Corey could sink him into a hook. Thomas Lodger says, I think saying Hermes is top 10 is being generous. Like what Rebecca said, he hasn't faced anyone. Oh, Roger Collins, what's going on, bud? Derek, you the man. The future is yours. Thank you, Roger. As long as I stay healthy and keep moving forward, I agree. It's mine. ESPN says Kurdecha destroys Corey. I don't know. Styles will be a little weird in that. Michael's pronator is improving, says Rebecca, and coming back, but he said he's done if it doesn't come back. Rebecca, I'm not even going to acknowledge that second sentence. Mike's just angry right now. Tell him to calm down. Tell him to relax. Go take a nap. Hang out with the dogs. Put some gravy on something. And chill. It's not quitting. Ogunshai Rolson. Yes, Devin is the GOAT. Devin is the GOAT, folks. Ooh, that argument's been popping up a lot lately. Is Devin the GOAT? Huh. Devin is amazing in his own right. Devin is an amazing Devin, and he's done amazing things. And in his own right, he's the GOAT in certain ways, right? But I don't think no one will ever do what John did, because it's not about John was at this level, right? This top level. Now there's other guys that have reached that level of strength, periodically, but they didn't do it for 30 plus years. I don't think anybody's ever going to do it for 30 plus years again and not be sustaining at that level for 30 plus years. So I think that makes John the GOAT in regards to longevity at that level. Now, I do think people have been stronger than John. I think John at his peak, I think people have been stronger than John at his peak, but for like a couple years, right? And then they fall off. I think Denis Saplenkov at his peak might have been as far as I wasn't around in the old days. So before anybody brings up Cleve Dean, Scott Norton, Gary Goodridge, before anybody brings up those guys, I don't know a ton about them. Old Rich Lepke's. But as far as from what I've seen, I think that the most dominant person I've ever seen is at their peak when they were just killing the game. As Denis Saplenkov was like insane, like that was wild. So I don't remember seeing John have matches with other top guys with like the number 2 guy, number 3 guy, and just staring at him like all the time, like not even a challenge. And we saw Dennis do that. So I don't know. I think that was one of the most impressive. But longevity, John, and I think it's impossible to recreate that nowadays with more and more people getting in the sport, with the knowledge base on YouTube and access to training tools and things like that. I can't feel like the level has risen. I think, and I know a lot of older guys get pissed off when we say that, but I feel like the level has risen. And so you'd be hard pressed to find someone to recreate that. But in terms of like what Devin's done for the sport, what he's achieved, being number one right and left hand at the same time, Devin's a goat in his own way. He's an amazing Devin, and I don't know if anybody will ever recreate that either. So who knows? Who knows? Dave Anderson says, "Come on, Hermes. He was the legend via videos, so he was hoisted there." Sorry, guys. Kurdecha could stonewall Corey, in my opinion, says Thomas. Damn, maybe it's possible. Arm Wrestling Strongman fan says Mike was done. Damn. Rebecca, Matt Flash. Yeah, he did. He took off on him. It's good. I'm glad. Huz says, "Oh, that's good. I'm glad his Pro Dater's coming back. I hope it comes back faster. We need more matches," says B Reezy. Flowtech 21. "I'm so tired of people asking about steroids every live stream I watch. Someone brings it up. I know, right? You're preaching to the choir." Gasparini's Iron. Riley says, "My will to test myself is not." Oh, okay. Riley's quoting something. "My will myself to not lose is greater than my will to lose my will." Oh, okay. He was trying to make fun of Michael Todd. Monster says, "Rebecca, no need to defend Michael Todd. There's not one guy in North America that he can't or didn't beat." That's true. I mean, he's never beaten me in a competition, Mike. Wait, I don't think I've ever been in the same tournament as Mike. Oh yeah, I was. I was at the UAL 8, the one when he pulled John. "Where you going, buddy?" I was in that tournament. I pulled John in that one. I obviously I didn't run across Mike. I got out. But I think it's the only time I ever been in a competition with Mike where he was in the same tournament. No, because I did some WAL, the original WAL championships in Vegas. Mike wasn't at in WAL at that time. Yeah. Mike, I don't think we've ever been in a competition together besides UAL. So I could have never pulled you in a tournament. I'm not saying I would have beaten you. I'm just thinking out loud. Let's see. By the way, Derek, how was it practicing against a top Korean arm wrestler? I think it was a few months ago, says Thomas Lodger. Yeah, arguably, from what I was corrected, arguably the number one left-handed Korean arm wrestler. I guess there's like another guy he kind of goes back and forth with, so it's like arguable. But one of the top left-handed Koreans came out. The Korean guy's like, and he's a super heavyweight over there. And over here, he was like 200 pounds. Like he was way smaller. He was smaller than like 7 of my guys on my team. So he was really strong, especially for his weight. For his weight, he would do serious damage out here for sure, especially left-handed. But I'm way bigger than human being than him with a way bigger hand. So I had a little too much for him. But in his weight class, I think he'd do really well. I think he would be a consistent top 2 or 3 placer in like an open bracket out here for sure. Let's see. Monster, I'm not defending my guy. I'm just saying his pronator is coming back. Hell yeah, it is. Arm Wrestling Strongman fan. It's pronounced Kurdecha. No K sound at the so at the Kurdecha. Gotcha. I do Arm Wrestling Derek Tobias Derek first. Ooh. Arm Wrestling Derek. No, I said if it didn't come back, but it is, so we live on. Devin, goat or what? Well, I just had that conversation. Who do you think did better, Tobias or Hermes versus Kurdecha? Kurdecha. Tobias or Hermes versus Kurdecha? Hermes. I want to see you in Wayne Withers also, says West Coast Arm Wrestling. Yeah, I haven't pulled old Wayne in a while in a tournament. It's been a few years. Wayne is a serious threat. That dude is strong. I'd love to grip up with Wayne for sure. Todd Hutchings equals second official GOAT. Oh, Pablo, Todd Hutchings is amazing. But I don't know about that statement right there. Todd Hutchings is amazing in his own way. I don't know, man. I guess since I've been in the sport for so long, everybody's always trying to compare people to John Brzezinski. I just feel like that argument is like, just get it out of here. Like, no one's ever going to do it. We got to stop having this GOAT conversation. Like, it's done. It's titled, it's taken, it's bolted to someone. It's never going to come off. It's just, okay. So like I don't ever. So say all my dreams come true and I become number one and all that stuff. Like I don't. That's not my goal. That would never be my goal to be the GOAT. It would just be to be the best version of me, like to be my own version where everybody's like, dude, he's no Derek. Like not that I'm trying to be the GOAT. I just want to be the best version of me. And I think that a lot of top guys just want to be the best version of them and they're okay with that. So I don't know. Everybody's always trying to say the GOAT thing. I don't think it's never going to go away from John, no matter what. In my opinion. But who knows? If we can clone John, it can be done again. Derek is such a positive next-gen puller. Thanks, Adam. Flow tester, John is the go and Devin is the boat. West Coast arm wrestling. How do you think you'd fare against Hutchings? I'd love to pull Todd. I would love to pull Todd for sure. That's a match I definitely want at some point. I'm focused 100 million% on this Tim thing. I'm going to throw my life at Tim Bresnan. Depending on how it goes, right? We'll see where I go from there. If I somehow just smoked him, it's not even the same. I'm just like brick walling. If that happens, maybe I am at a different level, even a different level than I know of. Maybe then I do need to go hit up Dave or something, or if that happens. If I have a close match with Tim, win or lose. If I have a close match with Tim, a grinder, I'm stopping him, bringing him back, where it's really, really close, like I'm in the argument. Okay, then I start looking a little bit below Tim, right around there, right? If I get destroyed by Tim Bresnan, like I go in there and he's just throwing me over the table, then I'm looking. I'll start doing smaller steps. And granted, I probably should have done smaller steps. I got a little feel. I was feeling froggy one day, and I went after Tim. But granted, I'm ranked 20th, and maybe I just start taking smaller steps up that ladder. That's totally fine too. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I get destroyed by Tim and I'm not even in that conversation, maybe I call out number 19. I don't even know who it is off the top of my head. 19, 18, 17, work my way up the list. Maybe I'll start doing that. Who knows? So we'll see. Everything's on Tim, on the Tim Bresnan match. But yeah, so say if I have a war with Tim and I'm taking him back, I win a couple rounds, he wins, we're going back and forth, then yeah, then maybe me and Todd Hutchings, or I start looking around there, around that ranking area. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Everything's going for the Tim Bresnan match. Super match from Adam, $5 super match. Thank you so much. That's the third super match of the night. It was cool to see you road trip with your pop. Can he still beat you at arm wrestling? He never did beat me at arm wrestling. My dad is 70, and I'm starting to worry about breaking him. No, my dad, we never arm wrestled, like ever. My family was not an arm wrestling family. I just randomly became an arm wrestler. So I don't know if my dad have ever arm wrestled. Every once in a while, he'll just walk into practice and be like, well, you want some of this? And I go, get your arm off before it gets broken, old man. So yeah, we got our arm wrestling. Thank you for the super chat though, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. Who does Kurdecha face in the next top 8? How do you think you fare against Hutchings? I don't know who Kurdecha faces. Now we want to see how much Devin has been sandbagging this time. I don't know. I honestly do think Devin's a little worried about John. I mean, he has to be. You don't go in a match with John Brzezinski as he's getting bigger and bigger and healthier and stronger and just overlook him. And Devin knows this better than anyone. You guys gotta remember, there was a point in Devin's life where John Brzezinski was his obsession, right? And I think that's same for a lot of arm wrestlers. I bet you Michael Todd had a section of his life where he was obsessed with John. It would make sense. Everybody wants to be the best, and so you study the GOAT. You chase him, right? Especially when he was being active. So there was definitely a chunk of Devin's life where John was like the ultimate goal. Probably had a poster of him on the wall, staring at it every day, like obsessed with beating him. And so this has to invoke some of those emotions and nerves and feelings that somewhat. I mean, especially when John won the last match they had. So there's no way Devin, I don't care how cool he's trying to play it. There's no way he's going into this match just not a big deal. Just I'm going to control the whole scenario and just control the match. He has to be nervous. He has to be. There's no way without it. There's no way he's not nervous. So I don't care how cool he plays it. He is. That's John Brzezinski you're going across, dude. So hell yeah. I want to see I wonder what's really going on in Devin's head. Dylan Duali at Twitter says Kurdecha needs to beat Hermes in practice to really prove himself. I know, right? You know what I was thinking about doing? Okay, tell me what you guys think. I was going to make a video, a highlight reel, or a montage called Practice Champion, and just have videos of all the wins I've gotten in practice and put it together in a montage. Because I have practice videos of me beating Mike and me beating Devin, John Berzink. Like I have all these practice videos of me beating these guys, Eric Spoto. I don't know. If I think of it, I'm sure there's more. I should just make an all practice highlight reel, but like obviously being sarcastic because practice, like making fun of how much emphasis people put on practice. I should put that video. I think it'd be hilarious. You guys think it'd be funny? I think it'd be funny. David Marr, hey Derek, sent you a message on Instagram on my son's account with his matches, wondering what your thoughts were. Thanks, brother. Keep up the great work. I saw that I got the messages. I haven't had a chance to sit down and really go over them all, piece by piece yet. I'm going to. I promise I'm going to. It was like last night, right? You sent me those messages last night. Yeah, I will. I'll go over them for sure. Michael Koberg in the house says, "Sup, ladies? What's going on, Megan Mike? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're feeling okay. How's the arm? How's the arm feeling? Update us with the healing process." Let's see. Come on, beating Hermes at practice. Have you seen him fight to get what he wants in practice? Not likely. Damn. Tim Chase, John Duck, Johnny Walker, most of his early career. Okay, Johnny Walker as well. There's another name for sure. Train Travis left. Oh, come on. Who knows? Travis's left is almost like mythical at this point. No, I mean Travis is amazing left. He's still strong left, but in his past victories are insane left. But the conversation of Travis coming back and who knows? He's getting older, man. He's getting older, and I know he likes to say that if the money were right, he could do it, and maybe, but that window is closing. So who knows? I would love to see. I would love to see Travis do it, as I'm sure a lot of people would. But it's hard to say. Like part of you, the old fan of the game, wants to say Travis Major can do it left-handed, but like the current looking at Levon is like, I don't know. Because there was that time where Travis tried to do that comeback and he pulled and went to Zloty and he didn't even make it to like top 5 or 6. So, Travis called me today. I got to call him back. But I'd love to see Travis have a year of just insane growth hormone and testosterone and just get massive and red and sweaty and anadrol and just I'd love to see it. We'd all love to see it, but who knows if we ever will. Let's see. Resting for Sunday. Good. There you go, Dan Yerk posting the link to Megan Mike's video on Brandon Allen's channel. Akirai Amotai, the GOAT position is already locked in with John. See, I agree. Craig D says, is Kurdecha top 5 in the world now? Potentially. He needs to prove it. I won't just rank him there, but I think he might be able to prove it. So potentially, but I won't just give him that without him earning it in my head, in my inner rankings, in my mind. Tim is going to beat Prunix as arm wrestling strongman fan. Yeah, I hope he does. I'm definitely cheering for Tim Bresnan to beat Prunick, because if Tim beats Prunick and then I have a match with Tim like a month later, like, one, I want Tim to take my match serious anyway. That was like the reason I'm paying him money to have the super match with me, is because I want him to take it serious. I want a real Tim Bresnan super match. I don't want like some where if I win, they're like, oh, he wasn't training, he wasn't serious. I don't want that. I don't want people being like, oh, he's just, he's weak and getting old and doesn't count, that type of stuff. I want Tim to beat Prunick, destroy him, and then I want to have a match and I want to beat Tim, is what I want to happen. So yeah, I hope I'm cheering for Tim against Prunick 1,000,000%. Not just for my match, though. I'm cheering for Tim anyway because he's my boy. But I want Tim to prove he's still the guy, because he is the guy. I think he is still the guy to beat in that match. So yeah. Like to see you against Matt Mask, win or lose after Tim. Liverpool Matt. Matt's a lot of energy. Benjamin, where do you think Cody Merritt stands now? Overall world ranking left-handed. Is he around 400 pounds currently? I don't know his current weight. World rankings. Dude, I think they have him in like the teens, like 17th or some craziness. I think. I haven't looked. Don't quote me on that. I believe he was ranked pretty low. I don't know. I think I have to see the list. Off the top of my head, though, I think he should be like top 5. But I have to see the list to verify that, the world ranking list. Dan York, only 84 likes. Yeah, how are we at not at 100 likes? I know we've had a lot of people leave and other people come in. We got 97 people. We should be at 100. Let's get 100 likes, a little like spike. Let's jump that thing up to 100. If you're in here and you haven't liked it, that's weird. If you're not subscribed, that's even weirder. And if you're not a member, okay, I understand that. But you should become a member. And Dude, that membership thing is growing. I've been so thankful for all the guys that have joined up in the membership program and hung out. I'm going to do another video tonight for the members. We're going to talk about some stuff on a pure membership video for the members only. I'm trying to keep that going, you guys, give you some exclusive content, so it's worth it. Yeah. Let's see. Nobody says, yeah, he's saying he's just 270, though. He'll probably actually show up looking like a cave troll again on match day. Probably on. I'll literally kill you, says Kurdecha beats everyone in the U.S. Woo! Man. Everyone in the U.S. Like I said earlier, I think the guys with King's moves beat him. So that's Mike Devin. The Dave thing. That is a big, what if in my mind. I'd like to see how that goes. I want to see how strong Alex is. If Alex has enough hand and wrist to do something with Dave, that's amazing. And that'll really cement him in a fifth, or at least top 5 list in my mind. I really like to see that match, Dave and Alex. Jerry's a bad matchup, I think, for Alex. After that, I think Alex would be the favorite. Off the top of my head, I think Alex would be the favorite after that. I like seeing pull Corey. But yeah. So most, but I don't put him as a favorite above all people in the U.S. I want to see Kurdecha versus Cody left. Ooh, that'd be a cool one. Ash says, another point on the GOAT conversation, the man who walked in at 95 kg, 100 kg, and was most feared super heavy arm wrestler on the planet. People forget John was a weight class size puller. I know, right? He wasn't even a giant super heavyweight. Does anyone believe Travis will ever be competitive again? I don't know. I don't really hear anybody ever make that argument. Austin C says, speaking of practice, do you have people to try to emulate Tim in practice? How would that work, LOL? Or do you just train where you know you need to be strong? Well, currently, I'm training where I feel like I need to be strong. But I do have a teammate that pulls just like Tim Bresnan. Well, as far as I can see, and as far as my knowledge goes. But he hasn't been to practice in about 5 weeks. And he might even be in this chat room right now. And he needs to get his ass to practice to help me out. Grip says, put Doom music and Super Saiyan edits over it. Make it really overly dramatic. My practice video. Who's currently number 1 in the world of arm wrestling? Levon Saganashvili, right and left-handed. Craig D says, favorite John Candy movie? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Oh, damn. Are you trying to say I look like John Candy? Tim Chase says, Derek versus Ermies for practice champion, best of 20 practice pulls. I'm really good at practice. So careful. Alex McDonald, who's babyface posing as Derek? It's me, bro. Okay, where are we at? 102 people? Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Let's see. Where are we at? What about that guy, Isai? He looks pretty scary, says Ilshot. Isai, but you better see you on Sunday arm wrestling that tournament. I don't want to hear no excuses. What's a good match for Chafee? Like I just said, I'd love to see him pull Big Alex. That'd be awesome. Austin C says, also sorry to be a Larry fanboy, but how expensive was it to visit Dubai? Which arm wrestler would you like to see him collab with most? Okay. Expensive. Oh, man, what? Okay, so they raised, for those of you guys that don't know the story of how I got to Dubai, quickly, Gary Roberts and Uncle John and those guys decided one day to send me to Dubai. They had this idea, and they're like, we're going to send Derek to Dubai. So they did a 24-hour live stream where they started a GoFundMe and they raised a bunch of money. I'm trying to remember the exact amount that he raised. Was it $2,000? I think it was like a little over $2,000. And then I ended up spending, I think the whole thing was like, but I went to Dubai and I went to Turkey for a week as well. So it was a 2-week trip. I think the whole thing was like shy of $4,000, I think, for the whole trip. I can't remember specifics. I'm not good at that. But somewhere around there, I believe. And which arm wrestler would I want to see him collab with most? Who would I like to see Larry collaborate with most? Who would I like to see Larry collaborate with most? Who would be interesting? Speaks English. Man, that hasn't gone and done it yet. I would really like to see. Man, I'd like to see I'd love to see Larry and Neil Pickup, because Neil is a great arm wrestler, very knowledgeable dude, knows what he's talking about, and is funny as hell, and obviously speaks English. That would be entertaining. I think that video would be really funny. I think Neil would be cracking jokes and teaching Larry a lot. I would love to watch that. I'd love to watch Krasimir, who speaks pretty good English, go out there. I'd love to see Krasy practice with Larry. I think he would give Larry a lot of insight on inside pulling and the emphasis on table time and what it can provide for him. I would like to see that. Now, in North America, for people that haven't gone out there, I don't think it necessarily has to be some giant guy that's going to like face Larry. I'd like to see him with some people that like have a lot of knowledge and can teach him a lot. So I'm a big fan of some of the older guys. Doesn't always have to be some guy that's currently, the peak of his physical strength he's ever been. So Todd Hutchings would be funny. Todd Hutchings would be really funny to go out there with Larry Wheels. Yeah, we'll go with that right now. I'd love to see Todd out there. That'd be funny. Oh, super chat. Rebecca Todd, $10. When are you coming back to the Monster Factory? It'd be interesting to see Larry and Travis. Travis. Man, if Travis, yeah, it'd be interesting to see Larry and Travis. He would, dude. He'd have because Travis teaches Travis ways. If Travis teaches you, he teaches you how to pull like Travis Bajan. That's what he does. He says it at the beginning of every seminar. I can teach you what I do. That's it. So it's not like this big, broad, stance on teaching arm wrestling, Travis. It's like, I'll teach you what I do. And the thing is, I don't think anybody knows their move or knows themselves as well as Travis Bajan knows himself and his move in arm wrestling. To the T. To the, like, if they put their pinky finger there, my move does this. If they grip there, my move does that. He has his move so, fine-tuned and troubleshot. And so, like, there's all the problems have been handled. So he would definitely, Larry would be, at the end of that, that camp, Larry would be firing off. I mean, if he embraced the Travis thing, that would be interesting. Travis is really funny guy as well. So that'd be really good to see. Now, in terms of your first question, when we come back to the Monster Factory, I loved it out there. Mike killed me. You guys don't understand the horrors. I was in so much pain. I don't know how Mike arm wrestles that much. So it'd be like, oh my God. I don't need to go visit. I need to just move in. All right, I'm going to move into that room, and I need to just become like acclimated to the amount of work that amount of work you guys put in there and Mike puts in on the table and in the gym. I just need to a visit is so rough. I'll do it again. We're going to do it again. But like, man, guys, I would be just dead. Me and Mike would arm wrestle or something, and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to go in the room and lay down. And I would just go in the room. I feel like my head would barely hit the pillow, and I'd hear in the door, boom, boom, boom. Hey, big guy, you ready? Yeah, I'm up. All right, we're back out of the gym in 10 minutes. Okay. And I put my shoes back on and go out there, and we'd be lifting. And I feel like I'll go back in. All right, I'm going to go back to sleep. Or eat something, some giant meal, and I'd go back to sleep. Head hit the pillow. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, big guy, you ready? We're arm wrestling again? And I'll just be up and arm wrestling again. That's how it is in my mind, the recollection of being at Michael Todd's house. There was so much arm wrestling. I had so much fun. I loved it there. I definitely need to do it again. It was a great time. I love hanging out with the Todds. So yeah, we got to do that again. My arm was screaming. Oh my God, I felt like such a baby. My arm was screaming. Where am I pulling Tim? I'm pulling Tim in Atlantic City, New Jersey, on January 26th. It's some casino. I don't know the casino. Honestly, a lot more details I need to get figured out. I need to get that done. There's no future with Travis being number one on left ever again. No amount of drugs are going to get him there, says Huz. Damn, maybe not. Maybe. Derek, what are your plans for Turkey Day? Tomorrow, daughter, I pick her up in the morning, go to my mom's. Then I take her back to her baby mama's house, and she hangs out with baby mama, and then goes to another place to baby mama after that. And then I have to work tomorrow night. Derek, Babyface Beast Smith. Ooh, Babyface Beast. I'll literally kill you. Says it's not possible for Tim to beat Pruding. You don't think? I think it's possible. I definitely think it's possible. Okay. Travis is way too rusty. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta get moving on this. You guys are taking off on me. You guys are taking off on me. Okay, Derek, who do you think the king of the table? Who do you think? What do you think of king of the table only having 3 matches? I would like to see 5 at least. I think they're still working out a lot of the bugs, and they're trying to figure out exactly how this all has to go. JCC Carter's .nation says, "Why do you shave? Why did you shave? It was my birthday, and I just felt like resetting the clock back to being young again for a couple weeks." How does Tim beat Prunick? The same way Tim beats everybody else. He does pretty much the same move against everybody. How do I become a member? There should be a join button if you are on Droid or PC. There's a join button. If you're on iPhone, you need to go download a different web browser and then view it on there, and then you can see the join button, and that's how you become a member. X Monster, I appreciate it if you became a member, man. You're here all the time. I think Army's overtrained. Maybe Alex only lose to Mike and Jerry, in my opinion. Ooh, okay. So you think he beats Dave and Devin and Corey? You saying Tim has more table IQ than Prunick? No, I think Tim has a refined move and a lot of strength behind it. He's been doing it for a long time, and it's a very complicated puzzle to deal with. Or I bet your mate's on Tim's payroll, paid to stay home. With his frame, he wins. Yes, he now resembles John Candy. Oh man, wow, I'm not that fat. Prunick is going to tire him out and win 6-0. Damn, maybe. Interesting. I think it's the opposite. Let's see. RVJ, that guy's a riot. Oh, see him out there with Larry. RVJ would be interesting. I want to see Larry collab with John Brzezinski. Yeah, he's going to be out there, and hopefully they film some of that, so we'll be able to see that a little bit. We will see RVJ for sure, just to see John smash all the gym rats. RVJ will straight talk Larry. Neil versus Larry, says Adam. I think that'd be really cool to see Gary Roberts, Gary versus Adam King, the table 3. Whew, I know that match would never happen for a few reasons that I can't disclose on here, but I would love to see that. That would be awesome. Travis versus anyone is interesting. I agree. Hope everyone is well. You're into the world, Rebecca, says Adam Hasty. Since Ermi's lost, should he still pull Gennady? Yes. I just want to see Gennady compete. Just got here. So how strong is Kurdecha? Very strong. Barboza, Uncle Todd, and Travis. Okay. Marshall D. Teach, strongest man in the world, says Travis nearly got beat up by Samarenko. LOL. Man, I don't think he was that scared of him. But that match was crazy back then. At least the videos I've seen. Love that name, by the way, Marshall D. Teach. Big One Piece fan. Can Dubai handle Travis? It would be cool to see Larry learn Travis's style. It would be interesting to see Larry learn that whole different aspect of arm wrestling. What's your thoughts on adding referee set grip to King of the Table rules? I think it would make it a little more well-rounded. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Rebecca Todd says, Armist and Derek don't care about what he teaches, LO. Just want to watch him cut up with Larry and Sharif. Yeah. What are the top 5 arm wrestling countries? Ooh, good question. Top 5 arm wrestling countries. Okay. Assuming everybody competed, right? Assuming everyone competed. So we can't go by WAF where a lot of Americans don't go. Okay. So assuming we all sent our A teams. Top countries. I'll assume that we're doing all the weight classes that WAF has as well. So like there's like 20 something different weight classes, right? It goes up like every 11 pounds, starting at like 123 pounds. Just keep going up every 11 pounds. So that many weight classes, if we had our best, all of our best go, in my opinion, I think Russia would still be number 1 overall, right? Now, if you're only talking about the elites of the elites, then right now Russia has Vitaly. Who's the next strongest Russian? Vitaly, then Prunick's Ukrainian, right? I still think Russia would take a lot of those. Then it's like Georgia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, maybe USA. No, overall, if you count all the lower weight classes. So I'll do Russia. I'll do Ukraine. Then we'll do Georgia. Then United States. Then Kazakhstan. And people are be mad I put the United States right there. They think the United States would be like 7th or 8th. Because you still got Turkey. Man, there's some amazing countries out there for arm wrestling. But if you just talk about overall, all the weight classes, not just the elites, not just the super, super heavyweights, all the weight classes considered. Yeah. So a lot of the lighter guys do really well against our lighter guys. So yeah, off the top of my head, sorry if that offends some people. Yeah, I've been to Worlds, so I've seen it. Guys, a couple times. Travis manipulates refs more than anyone in the setup, I think. Ooh, he manipulates a lot. Kurdecha guy's power from his ponytail, possibly. Russia, like Samson, Kurdecha is Goro. Can that be his nickname? Can someone please? Oh my God. Please. One of you guys, I know you guys have some kind of graphic design skills. Please make a picture with Alex Kurdecha's face on Goro from Mortal Kombat, on Goro's body. Please do this. Please. I need this sent to me on Instagram. One of you guys has those skills. Alex Kurdecha's face on Goro's body. That's what I need. The better it's done, like the more it's like blended and everything, the happier of a human being I'll be. Top arm wrestling countries: Kazakhstan, Georgia, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Latvia. Latvia? You put Russia as 5th? Wait. Bulgaria, they're great. They have some great ones, but I don't think they're as deep. Huh. I don't know. I'm not. With the way I said Latvia, I don't mean that. But I just feel like Latvia is not that deep as well. If you take away Coach Ray, Giannis, what's his name? I think they have like 5 or 6 guys, but after that, I don't see a lot of them placing super high and doing really well. Yeah, so that's the only reason I would put Latvia there. They have some guys that are amazing, but I don't think they're super deep. Yeah, I don't know, just off the top of my head. Mike seems to have a hell of a work ethic. I agree. I might head up to AC to watch you pull Tim. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. Come hang out with me and say hi. Kazakhstan, Latvia, Bulgaria, Russia, Australia. Chance saying he could easily beat you. Is this true? Says Thomas Miles. Tom, you're supposed to be my boy. Don't stir the pot. I'm trying to stir the pot right now. Tom, I'm trying to stir the pot. I saw that video where they brought up my name and Chance and what's his name? Chance and Brad were like, yeah, we'd smoke there. But they were laughing. They were being sarcastic. Don't stir the pot, Tom. I'd love to have a match with either one of them. What's up, Daniel? Yes, Thomas. Who has Corey beat that puts him in the top with big names? I mean, beat Mike Aiello, Don Underwood, Paul Pass. No, he lost to Paul. He had a match to Paul Passmore. I can't remember. I always forget if he lost or won. Yeah, so I think the biggest matches he's had so far recently are Mike Aiello and Don Underwood. Chance also beat Mike Aiello and Don Underwood. Which are great. I mean, you saw what Mike Aiello did to Eric Spoto. And those are completely different styles. Corey West goes into Mike's power. Chance counters Mike's power, right? So the way he handles those matches are surprising. I mean, Corey's legit, dude. There's no way around that. Corey's super legit. I know he lost to Todzilla, but he also beat Todzilla one round, and Corey is super legit puller for sure. So I think that's why he gets brought up a lot. More surprised if John wins or the Devin loses. Ooh, I'd be more surprised that Devin would lose. Yeah, I still think Devin's the favorite. I think John can take a couple rounds. I mean, but there's definitely a possibility that John wins this super match. It's just not the most likely one, but there's definitely that possibility. So, yeah. Oh, and Corey also beat Wayne Withers 3-0. Sorry, there, Rebecca. I forgot about that one. Let's see. Oh, when do you catch up? Big country. I was thinking like most arm wrestlers per capita. Oh, what? Oh, who has the most arm wrestlers? Yeah, then it would definitely be like Russia, Turkey, Kazakhstan. Do you think John Kennedy would kill it on the table? Says Daniel. I don't know. Rebecca Todd, Michael, Nick Zinna. Oh, he beat Nick Zinna. Don Underwood has one pin on Side Pressure King. Who else here does? Damn. Russia's second strongest guy behind Vitali has to be Silev. Yeah, I think it has to be Silev. You're right. Bio Edgar says Russia, Ukraine, Georgia, Latvia, Kazakhstan. Optimal Rice says, yo, Derek, don't forget about my crazy strip club bedtime story. Did Corey pull Withers? That's what Clerks 93 says. Dave Chafee, the kind of man that if he stole your kid's bike, you'd make sure he had his helmet on right. Irish Samurai X says, honestly, I always wonder how good arm wrestlers can be if they got with Ray, Giannis, and the Latvia team. They're all so good. I agree. All right, let's catch up. It's 6 o'clock. It's my bedtime. Now it's the time I get off, though. I always get off at 6, guys. Let's catch up the chat real quick. Has anybody seen Tom Wilson since he was dethroned? Not yet. He's Corey. Text Brian sharing Uncle John's stream. Chance of being tired. Mike Yellow definitely need to run that back, says Riley. As you live for premiere, Rebecca Todd. Are you all going to Dallas? Pull Jerry Cataret. You versus Kurdecha. Would you try super match? Clash of Giants. I'd love to. Uncle John is a premiere, but not live, I believe. And strongest U.S. states. Woo! Tat asking the big question there. What's the strongest U.S. state? All things considered? Florida's strong. Like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, those areas are strong. California's pretty strong. Texas has some people. Utah, I mean, and I don't know. Can't predict it. Can't tell you. Imagine the views, Derek. If Derek arm wrestled all the strippers at once. Ayo! Veteran Latvia top pullers, like 5 to 6 guys. Dave Anderson says Minnesota. Rebecca Todd, okay, I just was curious. Okay, all right, guys, I'm going to call it there. It's 6:04. I don't want to cut into John's time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. So what are we at now? 73 people, 107 likes. You guys, thank you for the support. Glad you guys got to see the baby face. It's coming back out. Want to give a shout out to the sponsors and the people that have been helping me out. Obviously, NatFit, natfitnation.com /AW Derek. Save yourself 10%. Then we got Lion Straps. You guys go hit up Lion Straps. Tell them I sent you. Maybe they'll hook you up. And then also I have 2 more on their way out. You know, actually one of them I'm going to keep as a secret. I'm going to announce it the day it's official. The other one is Arm Sport, and I'm waiting to get my affiliate stuff, my code and all that stuff from Arm Sport, and then I'll be able to help you guys save some money at Arm Sport and on some handles as well. So anyway, big shout out to them. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Eat until you're stuffed and you're about to vomit. That's how you get jacked. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Be safe. See ya.